In this video, I will show you how to mount and dismount Windows image. I'm starting this video from my GitHub page, and that's because there are a few bits of information here that I will be using for this video, and I will leave the URL in the description down below. And here you can find all the commands that I will be using in this video. Also, in the bottom of the page you can find more of my videos that are related to this one, and if you want to follow along, I suggest that you watch the video that I have here, because this one will show you how to prepare the Windows installation USB drive and also the Windows image file that I will be using in this video. Anyways, before executing any commands, I will show you my downloads folder, because in my downloads folder I have the Windows image file. And before we can mount this file, we need to figure out what Windows image we want to mount, because this single Windows image file contains multiple Windows images inside of it. They can be different editions or different configurations. And in this video, and also in my future videos, I will always be mounting Windows 11 Pro image. So to mount it, we need to figure out the index number for Windows 11 Pro, and to do that I will be using the command that you see here called Get-WindowsImage. And for this command to work, we need to provide a parameter image path, and here we need to provide the location where we have our Windows image file. And like I showed you before, I have it in my downloads folder. So this is the correct location. And now I will click on the button right here to copy the PowerShell snippet, and then I will open the terminal application and I will run it as administrator. And then after opening it, I will insert the PowerShell snippet from the GitHub page, press enter, we need to wait a bit, and here we can see all the images that are inside of this image file. And in this case, like I said, I will be mounting Windows 11 Pro, so we need to figure out the index number for it. And here I can see Windows 11 Pro, as you can see in the name and also in the description, and the image index is number 6. And this image index value is important for the next command that I will be using. It's called Mount-WindowsImage, and this will mount the image on our computer. For this command to work, once again we need to provide the value for the image path. So for the image file that I have here in my downloads folder, same as in the command before, then we need to provide the index number for the image that we want to mount. As you can see, I'm providing the value 6, and this is for Windows 11 Pro, as you can see in the output from the command that I used before. And next we need to provide the path where we want to mount the image on our computer. So I will be mounting it in a Windows folder that I need to have in my downloads folder. But if I go to my downloads folder right now, you can see that I don't have the folder in here yet. And if I execute the command and this folder does not exist, the execution will fail. So I need to create the folder before executing this command. So I will go to my downloads folder and then I will create the Windows folder inside of it. As you can see, currently it's empty. And now to execute this command, I will click on the button right here, go to the terminal window, insert the snippet, press enter, and once again I need to wait a bit. And as you can see, the command was executed successfully. So now if I go to my downloads folder and then Windows folder, here we can see the mounted Windows image. And now we can modify this image, but for this video to be as simple as possible, the only modification that I will be making is creating an empty txt file inside of the folder that you see here. In the future videos I will be making more interesting changes, but for this one this will be good enough. Now to create the txt file, I will go back to my downloads folder, I will create an empty txt file inside of it, and then I will move the file inside of the Windows folder. So now we have the text file inside of it, and every time that we will use this image to install new computers, this txt file will appear in the C drive. And after making the changes that we want in our image, we need to dismount it. First we need to close all files and folders from that image, so in this case I will just go back to my downloads folder, and then we need to use a command called Dismount-WindowsImage. For this command to work, we need to provide the mount location, so it's my downloads folder and then Windows folder, and then for the parameter save, we need to provide a value true if we want to save the changes that we made to the image. And once again, I will click on the button right here to copy the snippet, go to the terminal, insert the snippet and press enter. And we need to wait a bit once again. And the command executed successfully. So if I go back to my downloads folder and check the Windows folder, here you can see that this folder is once again empty, and that's because we dismounted the image and all the changes that we made to that image are now inside of this Windows image file. And that's basically it for mounting and dismounting Windows image. And now I will be performing Windows installation with the Windows image that I modified. And for that I will be using the USB drive that I have here, and because I'm using the USB drive I need to split this image into multiple files, because this single file is too large for the USB drive. If I try to move it to my USB drive, as you can see, it fails because the file is too big. And to split the file into multiple files, I will be using the last command that I have here in the GitHub page, called Split-WindowsImage. And for this command to work, we need to provide a parameter image path. Once again, same as almost in all other commands, we need to provide the location for our Windows image file. Next, we need to provide split image path, and this is the location where we want to create the smaller image files. Next, the parameter is file size, and here I am providing 1 GB because I will be splitting this single 5 GB file into multiple 1 GB files. And then I'm using a parameter check integrity, and this will check if the image did not get corrupted. Anyways, I will click once again on the button right here, go back to my terminal window and insert the command in here. Press enter. Once again, we need to wait a bit. And the command executed successfully, so if I go to my downloads folder, now we can see multiple image files inside of it. As you can see, the extension is different. It went from WIM file into SVM. So now I will select all the SVM files, right click, select copy, then I will go to my USB drive, sources folder, and insert the files inside of it. And now that I have all of my image files inside of my USB drive, I will go to my VMware workstation where I have this empty virtual machine. Now to start the Windows installation on this virtual machine, I need to plug the USB drive to this virtual machine, restart it, and it will boot from the USB drive and start Windows installation. Now to plug the USB drive, I will go to VM, removable devices. I will select the USB drive that I want to connect and click on connect. And the USB drive is now connected to this virtual machine, so the last step is to restart it, and that should boot from the USB drive and start Windows installation. So I will select Restart Quest, and now we need to wait and see what's going to happen. And Windows installation is now over, so if I go to File Explorer and then this PC, C drive, here we can see the text document that I created by modifying the Windows image. And that's basically it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and see you in the next one.